Who goes to visit their estranged son lugging around a microwave oven? Really, who does that? Hello, everybody. This is Big Daddy P. And, okay, this is what's going on, okay? This is like my first video. So, I was going to put myself out there and just like do it, like, you know, showing myself. But I'm really having a really fat day and my hair is like really in bad shape. So I didn't want to put you guys through that the first time. So that's why. Also, I wrote like a script and I just messed it up every single time. And I just gave up on it because I'm really a rambler. I'm a rambling guy. So, but you know, I also forget things. So if I don't have the script, I'll just forget what I'm going to say. So I'm just going to do both. I'm just going to like glance at the script and then I'm just going to interject things. And if I make a mistake, I made a mistake like the one I just made, because I'm not redoing this over and over again. One take. And I'm sitting at my chair and it's really hot because I'm in Florida. So my air conditioning is like blasting away. So that's that noise that you hear, like a freight train. And if you don't like it, I am so sorry. Deal with it. And while I'm talking, you're actually going to see pictures or photos. I like saying photos of Doctor Who. They're like publicity stills, but they might not like what I'm going to say, so I might get like a copyright thing. And what do? They demonetize people for that. But since I'm not getting paid because I don't have Google Analytics or whatever, Google Ads yet, go ahead, demonetize me. Take away nothing from nothing that leaves nothing. Okay, let me just start. It's called How Chris Chibnall Ruined Doctor Who. Da 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 da. Okay, here we go. Hello everyone. I already said that. I'm Big Daddy PP. I already said that. I'm Big Daddy PP. Did I just say that? Oh my God, what's wrong? I just hit my head. Okay, it's gonna get worse from here. Oh, this is so bad. Okay. Big Daddy P, you're a snarky malcontent from Gallifrey. Okay, I'm thinking of making that like my intro line. I'm Big Daddy P, you're snarky malcontent from Gallifrey. How does that sound? Yeah, I don't like it either. Okay, let me just start by saying that I love Doctor Who, or should I say I loved Doctor Who. Now it just saddens me a great deal, and it really pisses me off too. Okay, going on. Okay, I got that out of the way. I might have a speech impediment. I don't know. It comes across when I'm reading, so please excuse it if I do have a speech, like right now, I just said something speech impediment-y, whatever. Okay, my favorite Doctor Who episodes were the ones produced during the Russell T Davies golden years. I like to call them the golden years. I don't know what you guys call it, but okay, David Tennant is my doctor. David friggin' Tennant. I love that man. I worship the ground that he walks on. Okay, so he's my doctor, and he forever will be my doctor, with Mr. Matt Smith a close second, and Mr. Chris Eccleston a third, and Mr. Peter Capaldi right up there with Matt Smith and Chris Eccleston. And of course, honorable. I can't say the word honorable. Honorable mentions to Tom Baker and Sylvester McCoy. I just think they're good too. Okay. Stephen Moffat. I have really complicated feelings about Stephen Moffat. I know this is not about Stephen Moffat, but to get to the present show, I need to go through Stephen Moffat. That didn't sound very nice, going through Stephen Moffat, but let's do it anyway. Okay. I like him more as a writer than as a showrunner. I think a lot of people feel that way. I think some of the stuff that he wrote, like his best episodes, were during like the Davies years. You know, like Blink, or The Empty Child, and The Doctor Dances, and Silence in the Library. Haha. Oh my God, that's terrible. I sounded like Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Library. Yeah, she has a problem with her R's. I don't know why. Anyway, what was the sequel or the second part of Silence in the Library? Something Forest of the Dead or something? I don't remember. But they're like amongst my favorites. And of course, you know, Moffat created Captain Jack and River Song, and you just gotta love him for that. I think that he started off great as a showrunner, but then in my humble opinion, he just made the show too dark when Capaldi came aboard the TARDIS. And it didn't have anything to do with Capaldi. I think Capaldi was brilliant, and I think he would have been a better Doctor if he would have had better scripts. But towards the end, it just seems like Moffat got bored with the show, and just lost interest altogether. And then he just allowed Clara to just like linger like a bad cold. I mean, she would just not leave. Nothing against Jenna Coleman. I love her, but I think she was on just like an extra year, a year too long, or even longer. I don't know. When that damn crow finally killed her, I was like, oh, thank God. And then she came back. Twice. What the hell is up with that? And then she didn't even die. She went off in that damn flying diner with the girl from Game of Thrones. Anyway, I digress a lot. But, okay, going back to the script. But who would have thought that I would actually miss Muffet now? Why? Why do I miss the man? Why? Because of one Chris Chibnall. You know, there's like a YouTuber who goes on different things, and he calls himself Chris Chinballs, which I think it's really funny in a sophomoric way, like South Park humor. Chris Chinballs. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. Now, I sound like Shelley Winters now, like gasping for air. Shelley Winters, you know, she was in the Poseidon Adventure. I don't know. So I knew that I'd have a problem with Chris Chibnall, because I really didn't like any of the episodes that he wrote. I mean, during the Doctor Who years that he wasn't running, you know, like The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, you know, bleh. And there was an episode called 42. Now, let me just tell you about that episode. I made it like through the third act, and then I got so damn bored that I just never finished watching it. To this day, I just have no interest in seeing how it ends or how it turns out. I mean, obviously they make it through, because there was an episode after that, but it was just horrible. So, you know, I really didn't think I was going to care for him as showrunner, but I actually held out some hope, because he wrote Torchwood, or he wrote for Torchwood, and I love Torchwood, most of it. And then he created Broadchurch, which I thought was a brilliant show. Well, season 1 was brilliant. The second season was okay. And then the third season was, you know, it was a little boring, but it was still good. And of course, David Tennant and Olivia Colman made it watchable. I mean, those two guys, they're so good. They could just sit across from each other reading a phone book, and it would be entertaining. And I just dated myself because I said phone book. If you don't know what a phone book is, just Google it, you friggin' millennials, or what are you, Generation X millennials? What do you call yourselves? I do not know. I don't care. Unfortunately, I was right that Chris Chibnall was the wrong fit for Doctor Who. He allowed agenda politics to become more important than good storytelling. Now, I'm not a white supremacist, so don't think. I know that that's like a dog whistle for white supremacists, and YouTube is just chock full of white supremacists, and they hide behind fandom and shows and movies like Captain Marvel or whatever to spew their white supremacist crap and their misogynist crap. And I'm not like one of those people. And they use the dog whistle. What is it? Social Justice Warriors, SJW, whatever, which I think it's hilarious, because I never heard of it before until I started watching all these videos on YouTube. But you know who these people are, and you know, more power to them, but I don't care for white supremacy. I just think it's disgusting, and it's getting worse and out of control, and it's just creeping into every part of our society, including YouTube. So that's my bit on white supremacy. And I just lost my place. Oh no, what would I do? I don't want to stop, because I'm not doing a take 2. I'm just not. Okay. Oh, here we go. The show became preachy and boring. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know why he felt the need to deconstruct the 50-year-old show and then just reconstruct it in a way that suits his taste. I mean, if he didn't like Doctor Who the way it was, then maybe he shouldn't have taken the job as showrunner. And instead, maybe he should have just created his own damn time-traveling show. Why, oh why, did he feel compelled to fix it? It wasn't friggin' broken! That was my little rant where I yell, broken! There was absolutely nothing wrong with it, people. It almost seems like he was changing things just for the sake of changing things. I mean, he this upsets me so much I can't even get it out. He doesn't even want us to call the Doctor's companions anymore. They are Team TARDIS. Oh my God. I don't know about you guys. Just Team TARDIS just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like I threw up in my mouth a little bit. That's so gross, I know. But it's just, why? And of course, the proverbial elephant in the room is Jodie Whittaker as the first female Doctor. Now, the casting of Jodie Whittaker was Chris Chibnall's first and most destructive mistake, in my opinion, like his original sin, in my opinion. Now, please don't get me wrong. If you remember anything about this video, aside from the fact that I'm nuts, please remember this. I have nothing against a female Doctor. Again, I have nothing against a female Doctor. I would have loved to have seen someone with acting chops, like Catherine Tate or Alex Kingston or Olivia Colman, just tackle the role, and they would have been brilliant. As a matter of fact, Catherine Tate was in fact the first female Doctor at the end of Journey's End. Remember, she was the Dr. Donna, and she was brilliant. But Jodie Whittaker was just miscast, and that's not her fault. She was just an actor taking a role, and it has nothing to do with her talent as an actress. She was miscast. Deal with it. And, I loved her in Broadchurch, as a matter of fact. She was brilliant as Danny's mom. Was it Beth, or I don't know. I don't remember her name. But her scenes after her son was murdered were heart-wrenching to watch. I think that she is a great dramatic actress. However, she's just not right to carry a show like Doctor Who. She lacks the charisma and the gravitas. I love that word, gravitas. Case in point. Her Doctor is the least developed and least interesting character in the new series. Even Yaz has had more character development than the Doctor, and that's not saying much because she's had no character development. Ryan is, he's interesting enough and kind of cute, but the most fascinating, I love black men, but the most fascinating character on the TARDIS by far, I think, is Bradley Walsh as Graham. And thank God for him, or the show would just be completely unwatchable. Now, I have to admit, I had never heard of Bradley Walsh. I can't even say his name, Bradley Walsh. Apparently, he's a popular UK TV presenter and comedian, but I've come to adore him, and I've come to adore his character, Graham O'Brien. Graham O'Brien is a fully realized, multifaceted, three-dimensional character that you actually care about. It's just sad when the Doctor is the least interesting person in Doctor Who. That should not happen. That is wrong. Now, Jodie's first episode is in Series 11, is The Woman Who Fell to Earth. And I thought, I was looking forward to it, and then it was just meh. She didn't have that moment when we as Whovians take a sigh of relief and say to ourselves, yep, she's the Doctor, he's the Doctor. Eccleston, Tennant, Smith, Capaldi, they all achieved that moment by the end of the premiere episode. Jodie, on the other hand, she has yet to reach that point or that moment, and sadly, I don't think she ever will. With the exception of episode 3, called Rosa, the rest of the series, for me, the episodes were just utterly forgettable and just mediocre dribble. And don't even get me started on arachnids in the UK. I mean, that was just an embarrassment. And they even screwed up their Dalek episode by making it a family melodrama about Ryan's dad. Of course, he was the predictable bad father who walked out on his family because there are just never any bad mothers on TV. And the bit with the microwave oven saving the day was just dumb, ludicrous, ridiculous. I mean, why the hell was he walking around with a friggin' microwave oven in the first place? Who goes to visit their estranged son lugging around a microwave oven? Really, who does that? Nobody. And it was just so strange and out of place that you just knew You just knew that that damn oven would become the MacGuffin that would somehow resolve the story, and it was. And now I'm stuttering again, like Shelley Winters. You're gonna have to Google Shelley Winters because most of you don't know who she is. But it really pissed me off too that Chibnall had to ruin the long-running Christmas Day tradition of watching Doctor Who by changing it to New Year's Day. Why? It wasn't enough that he ruined Doctor Who. He had to ruin Christmas 2018 too. You Grinch, Chibnall. Chris Chibnall, the Grinch who stole Christmas 2018. Bastard. And I say that with all due respect. Now, as I mentioned before, I thought Rosa was well written and beautifully performed. And I thought it was just a great episode. I know a lot of people had a problem with it. They thought it was preachy or whatever, but I thought it was good. Now, the one problem I had with it was that damn song. They just kept playing that damn song, Rise Up by Andra Day, or however the hell you pronounce her name. Now, I loved the song. I loved it the first few hundred times that they played it, but they really had to blast it throughout the entire episode. And then when the episode was over and you finally thought, I never have to hear that damn song again, boom, they blasted through the end credits. But I digress again. Now, everyone had great moments in Rosa. Yaz and Ryan had a wonderful scene when they were like hiding by the dumpster outside the motel window. I mean, if there were just more moments like that in the series, but there weren't. And the look on Graham's face towards the end of the episode when he realized that, ironically, he was the one who would make Rosa Parks give up her seat on the bus. Well, that look was priceless. That performance was priceless. And the only character without a stellar scene in that episode was, you guessed it, wait for it, the Doctor. Now, I know I say this in vain because production for Series 12 is already underway. However, if they wanted to fix the series, they could. But they won't. Because they won't admit that there is a problem. They are in denial. Instead, they're attacking the fans who hate the new series. I mean, that's brilliant. Attack the friggin' fans, guys. Come on. We're misogynist trolls or man babies. And that's just bad form to attack the fans. But it's like the new thing, you know. They're doing it on Star Trek STD and the new Captain Marvel movie. People who don't like it, we're just trolls and we're just being attacked. But what can you do? You know, it's like they throw around the word troll to label their critics instead of taking responsibility for being hacks. Let me say that again. They throw around the word troll to label their critics instead of taking responsibility for their actions and for being friggin' hacks. I think that was very well said. Now, I don't think that wanting a well-written show with an actual seasoned story arc and interesting characters is an outrageous request. Is it? Is it an outrageous demand, guys? Come on. And are we trolls for wanting that? I'm going to say no. And I'm going to give the premiere episode of Series 12 one more chance to win me over. After that, you know, I'm just done with Doctor Who for a while. And maybe they should just take it off the air for a while like they did before Davies revamped the series in 2005. You know, I would rather the show be off the air than just watch it being defiled little by little until they have done irreparable damage. Call it a mercy killing, okay? And what's the deal with having to wait an entire year, a whole friggin' year for new episodes? Why? What's the deal with that? Why can't these people just churn out episodes like competent producers? Everyone else seems to be able to do it. Hell, when the show was actually brilliant, Davies churned out 13 episodes, a Christmas special, an Easter special, and the Waters of friggin' Mars. These Nimrods, they can't even make 10 bad episodes. And big friggin' deal that the episodes are 10 minutes longer. Oh, whoop-de-doo to that. You know, I live in the US, where BBC America will eventually edit them down to fit a 1-hour block. So, Hey, who cares how long they are? There, I think I got it all off my chest. I'm sorry for the rambling and for the speech impediment. Was there a speech impediment? I think there was. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll show myself. I'm telling you, it's cringe-worthy. It really is. But I'm going to try to review individual episodes from series 1 through 10 in the near future, because I'm done with series 11. I don't even want to watch it again to review it, so good riddance to that. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. I promise to make more professional videos with less static in the background, and my voice won't be all screechy, and I won't be rambling and other things that I could promise you, but won't probably happen. But anyway, okay, I'm done. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Be good to each other. Don't be white supremacists. Please don't do that. Oh, God. Yeah, they would not get rid of Clara. What the hell was up with that? I mean, come on, Clara, please. Goodbye.